Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the ribbon cutting and grand opening celebration of Red Oak Townhomes. I'm MDHA Director of Communications, Jamie Berry, and I'm so excited that you could join us today. Red Oak Townhomes is the 6th new residential construction and 5th mixed-income development here at Casey Place. And with the completion of these 44 units right here, we have now surpassed the 500 apartments, new apartments at Casey, which is worth celebrating. But our celebration today is really about the residents, who will soon call Red Oak Townhomes their home. And when I say soon, I mean by the end of the month. I've had the pleasure of working at MDHA for the last 7 years, and I will tell you that I've never felt more at home. I love working with my colleagues to make sure that we are doing our best for the families that we serve. While MDHA's newest executive director has only been at the helm for a few months, anyone who has the pleasure to interact with him, even for a few moments, knows that he is resident and mission-driven. At this time, I'd like to welcome MDHA Executive Director Troy D. White to come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank everyone for being here today for the celebration and grand opening of Red Oak Townhomes. As Jamie mentioned, this development features 44 mixed-income apartments, 25 of which are set aside for current Casey Place residents, including, we have a unit here today for Marilyn Greer, the Vice President of the Resident Association for Casey, who you will hear from in a few minutes. I had the pleasure of joining Marilyn and Jamie and her team last week as we walked through Marilyn's apartment. As she saw it for the first time, I got to witness Marilyn's reaction. Her reaction is a great reminder of why we do what we do. It was humbling. It was a reaction that was well placed and gave me the understanding that we've got to not only do more, but do it at a pace that serves our residents. MDHA provides housing for more than 30,000 Nashville citizens. We are committed to addressing housing stability and the redevelopment of our apartments and increasing the number of families we serve. I wanted to be brief today, and as you know, Jamie does a great job, and said to her, I need 30 seconds, that's all I need, because it's not about me. It's about Maryland and the residents we serve. So again, thank you for joining us today. I look forward to celebrating in early 2022 as we continue the redevelopment of Casey Place. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. White. When you're creating a new community, you can't do it alone. It takes many partners coming together to make it happen. Partners like the city. At this time, I'd like to ask the Honorable Mayor John Cooper to join me. And Mayor, thank you for your continued support of affordable housing and the transformation of Casey Place. Thank you, Mayor.
Well, it's just a great honor to be here. I want to recognize some folks. Now, we have 3 folks, I'm told, from Marsha Blackburn's office. John Clements, Stevie Giorno, help me. Stevie Giorno, okay, did I do that? And Jay Strabino. If you'd raise your hands, thank you for being here. And then it's always a thrill for me to recognize Mayor Purcell, re-elected the chair of MDHA. I'm grateful for his service. Nobody better to integrate both all the needs of this agency with all these branches of government. And then Sharon Hurt, my partner in helping get this done from the council. Thank you. And the state is an important player here too. What is MDHA? Is it local? Is it state? Is it federal? It's Nashville, for sure. and that's Senator Brenda Gilmore and Representative Bill Beck. Thank you so much for being here. And if I can just take a moment, I want to thank somebody very much, and you just heard from him, Dr. Troy White. You know, the few months that he has been here, I've never been so inspired about Nashville being to affect, change, and serve its citizens as he runs what I think is the most complicated entity in government. The funding sources, the need, 30,000 residents in Nashville that he's helping. I'm just grateful every day that he is here in Nashville and creating the platform for us to do much more in the future. Now, I was told we would be super lucky to have him come to Nashville, and we are. So I'm just grateful. This is, as the holidays approach, I want to just acknowledge great things that happened in the city in this last year, and Dr. White is, I think, number one on that list of things I am grateful for in this past year. Now, this year's budget includes, with Sharon's great help, $32.5 million in operating federal ARP money for the Barnes Fund. That is more than 3 times our historic level of funding. We've got to deploy those dollars well. There's another $20 million in our Catalyst Housing Fund. But as the board members were talking to me, that may be coming into an opportunity, we hope, from an unprecedented level of federal opportunity that we must capture here in Nashville for the benefit of our city. Now, we need to put together a pilot program to incentivize private builders. Also, you got to proceed at all levels of strategy and strength, and including the use of Metro's own land. And I'm grateful to Councilwoman Toombs, who's working on an affordable housing project for 3 acres of city land. But there's going to be more of these city partnerships on land, I think, in the future, because we're facing an unprecedented challenge, this city and every other successful city, in providing better affordability for our citizens right now. So our job is to rise to the occasion. For Nashville to work and really work for everyone, then everybody also needs to have a housing solution that is available to them. That's what makes us strong, and we can't risk losing Nashvillians. Nashvillians like John Zerker, an MDHA resident since 1998 and president of Casey Residents Association for 18 years. And he has served 700 families through the association. He also works in ministry with a local nonprofit, Community Care Fellowship. For Nashville to be strong, we need all our neighbors, like Mr. Zerker, with his knowledge, his lived experience, his clear commitment to building a community. And when we build affordable housing, we are investing in our families. We are investing in our families and affirming the transformational power of housing to create better lives and its importance. Now, it's hard to do. Has any city really risen to that challenge? Probably not, but do we have, with this team here, the makings of the best possible team to do the best possible job of any city in America? I think we do. Yes, we do. So let's go seize that opportunity. I'm going to slide out. I'm going to try to get some state funding help on a transportation spine, which is going to begin to be revolutionary in serving citizens in all of Nashville. So I'm going to slide out and to do that, but I know Jamie has a great program for you. I was just looking at Senator Gilmore. I'm sorry not to be here for her remarks, and for Representative Beck. We need a great partnership with the state, and these ARP money coming from the state, let's get our fair share and get those resources in Dr. White's hands, and I know he will be a great steward for them going forward, and I'm just grateful for your help in helping get that path done from that. So with all of that, everybody here, thank you all so much. Chairman, Vice Chairman, board members, Dr. White, thank you. And again, for my holiday, I'm recognizing Dr. White as one of the great things that's happened in Nashville. Into a 2022 and 2023 where really he shows that he's the MVP of our affordable housing efforts in Nashville. Not the only player on the team, but we got an MVP here, so we're building quite a team. Okay, thank you all very much.
Thank you, Mayor Cooper. So our next speaker has many ties to MDHA. She has been involved with the Resident Association and MDHA scholarship opportunities for our high school seniors, and she has also been present at many of our Casey events. Senator Gilmore, we appreciate your continued support of our residents. Would you like to come up and say a few words? Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you to the Metro Development and Housing Agency for inviting me here today. I love to say that I'm Brenda Gilmore, your state senator. Thank you for the confidence that you've placed in me. As senator for District 19, which includes Shelby Hills neighborhood and Casey Place, at least for now, we know that the redistricting is going on, don't we? I'm truly honored to be a part of this very special occasion. This is no ordinary ribbon cutting. Yes, it's beautiful new townhouses, but today is about opening the door to a new home. A home is about family. It's about being together and taking care of each other. It's about laughing and crying with your loved ones and making cherished memories. It's extremely special that we are opening these new homes right in the time of the holidays and the new year. For our family, Christmas time has always been a great source of joy and gratefulness. It's a time of peace, comfort, love inside a home. It's been said that a house is made of walls and beams, but a home is built with love and dreams. Today's dream for this new community took nearly a decade in the making, but it was worth the wait. Red Oak Townhouses that has already been shared with you is the 6th new residential development and the 7th new mixed income property at Casey Places. It features 44 apartments, 25 reserved for Casey Place residents, one of which is my friend, Miss Marilyn, and the remaining 19 are a mix of workforce and market rate. I want to thank all of you who have helped make this a reality. MDHA, the Mayor's Office, Metro City Council, my friend, Councilwoman Sharon Hurt. I want to thank our officials with the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. But lastly, and most importantly, I want to thank the Casey Place residents. Enjoy your new home. God bless you as you start building your new home and making good memories at Casey Place.
Yay.
Thank you, Senator Gilmore. This next speaker has attended most of our groundbreakings and ribbon cuttings here at Casey Place, and if you sit down with him for just a few minutes, he will share with you his overwhelming support of mixed income developments. Representative Beck, if you'll come up and say a few words, please.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jane. What a great morning at Casey. And we're having great mornings, and we're going to have more and more great mornings. 8 years ago, when I first ran, I got a call from Carol Williams. Did you sneak in, Carol? She's usually here. And Carol Williams, who was one of the pioneers in Edgefield, her heart has always been with Casey. She shared with me the vision of Casey. She shared with me the need for the vision of Casey, and she made me commit, before I was ever elected, to take Casey and support it in every shape, form, and fashion that I can. And today, as we sit here 8 years later, what a wonderful and vibrant community Casey is becoming. And the mixed income developments like we're in today make for a community that shares, a community that lifts each other up, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. And I wanted to give a shout out for Councilman Brett Withers, who doesn't seem to be here today. He must have been called away. He has always been a great yeoman for the Casey community and has worked very hard for all this. And he's just an amazing man, and just wanted to give him a quick shout out. And my mentor, Mayor Purcell's here, and just always so great to see him. Dr. White, you are a great present to the Nashville community, and when we think about the affordable housing, you know, it's an elephant, but we have to eat it one bite at a time, and this is a huge bite today, and we will continue to persevere until we have housing in Nashville under control and benefiting everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Representative Beck. As I mentioned at the beginning, our celebration is really about the residents. Residents like Casey Place Resident Association President John Zerker, who you know is with us here today and now calls Red Oak Flats, our neighbor property here, home. Now I have the pleasure of introducing a Casey Place resident who will soon call Red Oak Townhomes her home. Like John, Marilyn has been fully supportive of our efforts here at Casey Place, even when construction may have caused a little chaos. It would be a difficult task to take on the transformation of Casey without the support of our residents like John and Marilyn. And Marilyn has not only been involved, but she has encouraged her neighbors to get involved as well. At this time, I'd like to welcome my friend Marilyn to come up and share her story. Thank you, Marilyn.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Marilyn Greer, and I have been a resident of Casey Place for 8 years. I have also served as vice president for the Casey Place Resident Association for the last 5 years under President John Zerker, who is also here. When I moved to Casey Place, I was coming out of one of the toughest moments of my life. As I was trying to move forward in a positive direction, I found not only my home, thanks to MDHA, but also support from the Martha O'Brien Center. A couple of years after I moved to Casey Place, my daughter passed away. This was another tough moment in my life. At the time, I was living in a one-bedroom apartment, and my grandchildren had to come and live with me. And MDHA worked quickly to move me into a 3-bedroom apartment to accommodate my new family. Over the years, my neighbors have also become my family, which has encouraged me to give back and get more involved in the community. I have hosted coat drives, Easter egg hunts for the community, and I have even started a girls group focused on positivity and loving yourself. I have been extremely involved in the transformation of Casey Place. I attended most of the meeting, encouraged my neighbors to get involved, and I have provided input in the design of these beautiful new developments over the years. In fact, most of Casey residents got to pick out most of the features here at Red Oak Townhomes, including the exterior colors. I have watched a few of my closest friends and neighbors as they move into their new apartment, and guess what? Now it's my turn. Yeah. Just last week, I got to see my new home for the first time. I was overjoyed. When I first walked into my new home, it was like a dream come true. The kitchen looked like something that I have seen on TV. I have washed way too many dishes, so I can't wait to cook in my new kitchen and use a dishwasher for the first time. As much as I love my kitchen, I am most excited about having my own bathroom. Ladies, y'all know about that. We know about that. That I don't have to share with my 2 granddaughters that'll be moving in with me later this month. For the residents who have not had the opportunity to move into one of the new apartments, be patient. Your turn is coming. I would also encourage you to get involved and to stay involved in the transformation of Casey Place. This is really, really something special. At this time, I would like to thank Ollie London, Lakeisha Crawford, and all of the MDHA staff who have been involved with making this a reality. I would also like to personally thank Dr. White for his support of me and my neighbors. This is the best Christmas present I could ever have. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marilyn. I'd also like to say a few more thank yous at this time to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development for providing subsidy for these 25 new apartments in Nashville. This is in addition to the one-for-one replacement units at Casey. And I think Will Biggs is here and Tasha LaShore, who are from the head office here in Nashville. First Bank, previously known as Franklin Synergy, Casey Place residents for their support and their patience. MDHA staff who have played a role in the success of Red Oak Townhomes and the transformation of Casey Place. MDHA Board of Commissioners for their support of this major transformation. Board Chair and former Mayor Bill Purcell is here, as well as Commissioners Kay Bowers and Emily Thaden, and our legal counsel, Saul Solomon. I'd also like to thank Metro Council members for their support of affordable housing. Thank you, Sharon, for being here. All of our stakeholders, including Brett Withers, who unfortunately couldn't be with us today, our contractor, R.G. Anderson Company, and our architect, EOA Architects, for their work on Red Oak Townhomes. And Tracy Ford and Keith Bush are here from EOA Architects. And I just want to give them a short shout out because Marilyn's right. They were given options on colors for Red Oak Townhomes. And so Tracy, thank you for taking that into consideration and giving our residents a voice in the colors for these buildings. Again, thank you to everyone who had a hand in making this development a reality. And thank you all for being here today. We look forward to seeing you in early 2022 as we begin construction of our next residential development here at Casey Place, and I hope you all be here again. At this time, I'd like to ask all of the speakers, Casey Place Resident Association President John Zerker, MDHA board members, Metro Council members to join Dr. White for a ceremonial cutting of the ribbon just down the hill in front of 507B, which happens to be Marilyn's new home. After we cut the ribbon, Marilyn will be taking guests on a tour of her new home. We also invite you to look at 507G, which is just 5 doors down, and it features 5 bedrooms, so it's the largest unit here at Casey. Okay, Gabrielle, that's Gabrielle's apartment. Congratulations, Gabrielle. So thank you again for being here, and if you'll just join us down the hill, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Yay. Congratulations, Mayor. Thank you. Yeah. So you washing up dishes, huh?
On 3, okay?
Congratulations, everybody.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information on this and other programs, visit nashville.gov.